Hey everybody, welcome. I'm going to jump right into playing a indie game that just came out towards the end of last year, beginning of this year, called Cloud Climber. It's completely free, available on Steam and a couple other different like PC platforms. And it's by Two Star Games. The developer I've actually interacted with some on Twitter and have actually followed because he does YouTube stuff about the Unreal game engine, how to use it, different tutorials, types of stuff like that. And as I'm learning more about the game engine, not just for games itself, but for production projects as well, it's been really cool to connect with him. And so I want to give his game a try. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into it. Alright, here we go. I don't know much about the game, like what its story is or anything like that, so we're going to see what happens.
Another day has arrived. I'd best get my water before going to work.
There's an inventory. Alright. Chest key is required. Stand diary, page 1489. I may need to get to the neighboring tower in the future, but I know the other builders keep the entrance to the bridge locked. I saw a key on the table at the top of our tower a few weeks ago before I went to get more building supplies. I haven't been up there in a few days, so I'll need to check if it unlocks the bridge door. If the other towers ever become vacant, I might need to get across, so I'll have to keep this in mind. Bucket of water added to inventory. Cool.
Construction on the last tower stopped weeks ago. I can only assume that the builders have met their fate by now. I believe it's safe enough for me to go and continue building higher yet from where they left off. I'll need to travel across the other two towers to get there, but I'm sure I can find a way.
So now the question becomes, should I go up first, or should I go down first? I'm gonna go down first. Oh, I guess this isn't technically a way to go down. Maybe it is. You probably use that rope to get across to that tower. Let's start going up, because those aren't stairs, so I feel like once I go down, I'm not gonna easily make it back up. Oh wait, there's more stairs right there. Well, we'll still go up. Another paper. Bernie the Great and Terrible, diary, page 69. For months we've been building faster than ever, yet it seems as if every time we complete a new level, the clouds raise higher and higher. I could have sworn we were close to them decades ago, but we're still not done yet. I can only hope that we're getting close. So I wonder why... Are we trying to escape the clouds, or like... Are we trying to join the clouds? I feel like we're trying to get above the clouds. Maybe the clouds are like toxic and deadly or something. Looks like just a bunch of supplies, maybe. Joey diary, page 420. I've been building all day long, and Bernie the Great and Terrible has been sitting on his butt acting as foreman, aka he doesn't do any work and drinks all our water. I've started locking my water chest just in case he really does think he's above us all. Interesting. I like the artistic style to the game. It's definitely different than expected. Ooh, the store's locked. Alright. Oh, because that's how we get across to the next level. Alright, or to the next tower. And here's that key that they mentioned before. Is there anything else immediately here? There's tools. I wonder if the tools will be... All the tools and supplies I would imagine we'll have to use at some point. And it doesn't seem like I can climb up here at all, so let's take a quick looky. I guess we'll go back downstairs and see if we can open that door now that we have this key. My only guess is that the goal of this game is to get to the highest tower top. So we'll see what happens. Edna Diary, page 36. I can't believe today is the 100th anniversary of our tower. I know others have been building much longer, and now I wish our grandparents had taken this whole thing more seriously. 100 years ago, they decided things were getting dangerous, but why didn't they see the problem 200 years ago, or even longer? I'm still glad they started building, but I just wish we had seen this coming. Okay, so we're definitely trying to get up from something. Probably toxic air would be my guess.
It's been quite some time since I was on the second tower. I haven't crossed this bridge since the builders became greedy and took the supplies that were meant to come to our tower. Just like all the other towers, its inhabitants quickly grew desperate and aggressive. Now it stands empty.
Kyle Diary, page 45. I guess I knew this day would come, but I didn't expect it to come this soon. Yesterday, we started extreme rationing of our water. A few days back, we stopped getting supplies from the ground crew on our lift. We can only assume that they've stolen the supplies for themselves, ran out of water and food sources, or simply died. If we don't get into the clouds soon, we might need to see if we can get some from one of the neighboring towers. Here's another note. Bertha. Dear Diary, wouldn't it be ironic if it rains now after decades of building? Now would be the perfect time since we've just started rationing our supplies more. But I have a good feeling about things. I know I've never seen rain myself, but grandmother always told me how wonderful it felt. It would be so surreal to be on the ground and see water for miles instead of desert and wasteland. I'm sure it will rain someday. We just need to survive until then. Okay, so that's why we're climbing into the clouds. It hasn't rained, and we need sources of water and, well...
I installed a rope cart on this level to get to the third tower. I should be able to use it to get across.
I tried to be reasonable, I tried to talk with them, but those greedy little scumbags on Tower 1 don't want to share their supplies with us. I'm not going to die miles above the ground, drying up like a raisin while other people watch. I'm going over there tonight to take everything I need so I can last long enough to watch everyone else die. Well, that's escalated quickly. I'm gonna go to the next level. Oh, there's towers everywhere, man. But I'm gonna go to the next level here before, just to see if there's anything of interest up here. Nope, apparently not. Alright, I guess I'll go back down and see if I can take that rope to the, rope cart to the other tower.
I could almost call this place beautiful if these dust storms weren't so suffocating. I hope I find what I'm looking for at the fourth tower.
I couldn't be more frustrated right now. We're running out of water, running out of building supplies, and Carl just won't get along with me. At least 5 times a day he pretends he's going to push me off the tower. I swear if I do fall someday, it'll be his fault. Yesterday, Hitang fell off the tower. I don't know how it happened, but it was a shame, especially since he had the key to most of our water chests. We'll need to break the locked ones open soon since we've almost emptied out the other chests. Well, I guess that answers that question. He did fall off the tower. Or was he pushed off the tower, I guess, is the better question. I just can't get over it. Hidane gives the absolute best reactions when I mess with him. For the past week, I've been pretending to get mad and shove my arms at him as if to push him off the tower. I don't think this will ever get old, and I can tell Hidane loves it. Oh boy. Well, this must be what all these chests are that I can't interact with. They must be the water chests.
Looks like I'll need to fix this bridge.
Stacks of planks is required. Ta-ta. And it's like for some reason they don't want to fall through the hole.
It's hard to believe that I'm the last one here. I never thought it would end like this. Makes you wonder what the whole point was in the first place.
A note of ambition. Out of everyone on this earth, our families were the only ones who took the water crisis seriously. We are the ones who started building. We were mocked and told we were insane. We were the ones who everyone looked to when the lakes and river dried up. Our blueprints were the ones that were stolen as people became desperate. Out of everyone on this earth, we are the ones who deserve to survive. And the clouds are brimming with liquid life, but are still so evasive. We've been building for a long time, but we're not done yet. We have farther to go. We will climb the clouds. This evening, Kevin made a really cheesy speech about how we alone will prevail, and how we're the only descendants of the great ones who deserve life. It was honestly the cringiest speech I've ever heard, and that's really saying a lot considering the other stuff he's been saying lately. He also keeps referring to himself in the third person, and only responds to us if we call him the son of Zilchar. Somebody lost it, started making themselves kind of like a cultish following almost. So I gotta get more planks to add to the stairs so I can continue to climb.
This place really is beautiful, even with the dust storms. It's peaceful in a way. I've been working on that tower my whole life and never once stopped to appreciate what we'd spent our lives building. We only looked up to the clouds, hoping we'd someday reach them so we could prolong our lives. But now that everyone's gone, I know any attempt I might make at accomplishing that would be futile. Rather than spending the rest of my life building a tower, maybe it's time I took a break. It's been a long time, but I think I'm finally done.
What? Just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Oh, it's raining. Alright, so a short, simple game. Pretty good story overall. The story premise was, interesting. World's all dried up because there's no rain. So overall, they're just trying to do what they can to survive. And to be the only survivor left, that would not be easy. That would definitely be something difficult to deal with. So that's it for this Let's Play of Cloud Climber. Like I said, it's short, easy, You can find it for free on Steam. But for now, I will catch you guys next time. If you like that, take time to subscribe and like. Share it with friends, comment, let's discuss the game. Let's discuss what your thoughts are. Like I said, the game was built on the Unreal Engine, which is something I'm working on learning myself, along with other game and production design aspects for other projects that I'm involved in. There will be links in the description if you guys are interested in any of that stuff at all as content comes out for it. But until then, I will see you guys next time. So long.